Hey guys, it's Meg. I am here this week with a new video for you. This is going to be our standard tarot reading for the week. So if you guys want to get a message from the cards, please come on in, have a seat. We are going to get started in a moment. And I am very excited to be sharing what I have for you this week. Um, Couple of things really quickly before we get started. If you like what you see in the video, please go ahead and click the like, subscribe, and the bell buttons so you can stay in the loop for when I post new work. I have also included links to my social media, my website. All of the decks I've used are listed, and there is a bonus reading for this video, which is time-stamped as well. So if you want to skip over the main reading and just go see that, that's fine too. But otherwise, let me know what you think. I'm really excited to share this with you, like I said. And I'm happy to address any comments, questions, or concerns that you may have. So let's see what we have for our oracle energy to start off this reading. I usually like reading oracles first because that gives a good base energy, and then we will go into our tarot and see what we have to further supplement that energy. So, oracles, let's go. So, our first oracle here is the Angel of Love. Okay. We also have I release through the crown chakra, surrendering gracefully into expansive spiritual freedom, ready to embrace new grace. Okay, there's that card. All right. We also have Lepidolite, enter your chill zone. Okay, there's Lepidolite. And we also have starting fresh. A wonderful new beginning is blossoming in my life. Okay, so there is a very I'm getting the thought of self-love, and that's partially borne out by this Angel of Love here, because yes, this could be a romantic connection you may have with someone, and it could be that you're starting new after a breakup, and if that's the case for you, that sucks. I'm really sorry, and my heart's with you at this time. But you're starting over, you're starting fresh. There's been some emotional hits that you've taken that have had you feeling really heart sore and very, very emotional. Okay, you're human. You feel your feels. That's okay. And don't shame yourself for feeling your feelings. Yeah, don't shame yourself for feeling your feelings. Okay, because eventually you're going to know how you can heal from that. All right, we're gonna let the helicopter go. All right, cool. Yeah, so eventually you're going to know how to heal your heart, heal your space, start over, start fresh. You're going to come to the point where you're ready to do that. But in the meantime, you're going to need to enter a space where you can release and let go and just be yourself. Yeah, be yourself. Accept yourself as you are, not as the impression of someone, not as the impression someone may have had of you. Okay? Um, and I don't know if I've mentioned this, but it's coming to my mind here that creating a space for yourself to just be, right? Creating ultimately what I'm trying to get at here with these two cards is that you will heal. You will get back to if not a new normal, at least your sense of normal that you can be comfortable with. Okay. And that's going to be because you developed a safe place for you to do your healing work in. Okay. So that's the oracle. Let's see what we have in store for our tarot. We're going to get some basic energy, some hidden and clarifying energy, and then we shall see. We'll see why else we're seeing what we're seeing, and then go into the rest of the tarot from there. Okay. So right off the bat, okay, we have the Four of Wands. So this is talking about giving yourself a chance to celebrate your progress, and celebrate the fact that you have a foundation to stand upon. Okay, part of the work that you were working, or part of the job that you were working on fulfilling, especially if you were with a partner, is that you potentially wanted to build a safe place with this person in it, and that's not really the case anymore. I don't think that's really the case anymore because of the oracle talking about releasing, starting fresh, tapping into loving energy, specifically loving yourself. Okay. And if this isn't something you are sure has happened, it's it will. I think it will. Your foundations are secure. Okay. Yeah, your foundations are secure. And so give yourself a little bit of dancing space, if you will take my meaning on that. Okay. So there's the Four of Wands. All right. Let's see. Okay, we also have the Three of Cups. Here's another celebration card. Because believe it or not, you do have a support system around you. Okay, and even if that support system is down a person, or maybe an energy or something, you thought you're not, you still have people underneath you. You still have a foundation to do your healing work on. Okay, and I think I've said that with the past card. But again, I think this is just confirming the fact that it's there, and you should give yourself a chance to celebrate that. Okay, so there's the Three of Cups. Okay, and we have the Star. Okay, so even if things get murky and dark, there's still a means of navigating that darkness by. Okay, so you don't have to be mired in negativity. You don't have to be looking at that. Acknowledge that it's there, but look up and find your North Star, because that's going to lead you to the safe place we talked about with your oracle energy. Okay, so there is the Star. Okay, and let's see some hidden and clarifying energy and find out what we need from there. Wow, that's pretty spicy right now. Thank you. Okay, hidden energy is Temperance. So we are going to be looking at this in terms of finding balance. Okay, finding balance, but maintaining the balance that we have. Because again, and I'm getting there because we have Four of Wands and the Three of Cups. Okay. like I said, the foundation is very secure. So again, even if things, like I said, even if things get murky, there's still a way to go forward. Okay. And we can go forward in a balanced and moderate way of doing things. We don't have to go ham bone all at once, right? We don't have to go in hot. Okay. It Yeah, we can take it easy and know that we can still move forward because we still have balance, we still have a sure foundation. Okay, so that's our hidden energy. All right, and we have the Magician. Did I just mention in our oracle that we're starting fresh? Because I think this is confirming it. We're starting fresh, but we also have the capability of making that fresh start happen. Okay. I was seeing the Fool card coming out with this as well. And I do think that energy is there even if we're not seeing the card. So remember that you are capable of doing this work. Okay. So there's the Magician as our clarifying energy. All right. So let's go into clarifying why we are seeing what we are seeing of this, because I'm curious. Okay. All right. So we're going to start by clarifying the 4 wands here. We have the 3 of swords. There has been some pain. Okay. And again, it could be in a relationship. It could be some things with other maybe more platonic relationships that we've gone through that have been not ideal. Not ideal if not outright toxic. Again, you know the situation that you're in, especially if this is resonating, and I don't want to make assumptions. So, yeah, there's been some hurt, there's been some pain. It's left you with a scar, and in spite of that, I do think you've built up your resilience enough to know that you can come back from this knockdown. Okay. So there's the 3 of swords. All right. We also have the Ace of Pentacles. So yeah, the resilience factor is there. You're putting down new roots and things are growing. The cool part about this is that the roots you're growing again are going to run deep. Okay, they're going to run deep and they're going to grow. And the beautiful part is that you, again, it's going to help you continue to build on your foundations. Okay. All right. Let's see our 3 of Cups energy. Let's clarify that. Okay, let's see the 3 of Cups. Okay, we also have the Knight of Wands coming out here as well, or at least to start clarifying the 3 of Cups. The Knight of Wands is understanding and taking action on what inspires and sparks your passions. This is definitely running. Oh, that's interesting. It's definitely, whatever this is running deep and it's running intensely. And for now, I don't think it's necessarily cooling off. I'm saying that because you have the Cups energy here, you have water coming out with the fire. And I think part of the work you're doing right now is to learn how to channel this fire energy safely and in a way that doesn't damage you emotionally and doesn't. Okay, let's go with that. Because you are, if you are resonating with this, it's likely that you run hot, like you have a lot of passionate emotion, um, and it could be centered on the idea that, or at least the main idea we got in the Oracle energy. So I think part of the work you're doing is identifying how you feel and what you're thinking and constructively using it. Okay, so that's the Knight of Wands. We also have the Knight of Swords. Okay, confirmed. Um, again, how you're thinking and what you're feeling and putting it into a constructive use. Love it. Love it in terms of the synchronicity. Okay. So let's see why we are seeing the star. Okay. All right. Here we go. Yeah. We don't need to be afraid of the dark because we have means of guiding ourselves forward. Okay. All right. That's a repeat card. Pay attention to star energy. This reading, okay? I'm hearing the phrase "starlight, star bright, first star I see tonight." I wish I might have the wish I wish tonight. So there's something deeply on your heart right now, and if you're not trying to navigate a bumpy road, you're certainly wishing things were potentially easier. Certainly wishing things were potentially easier, and I'm getting there because we have the Knight of Wands. There's something on your shoulders. It's a very heavy weight, but you are managing to carry it so far. You've persevered this far, okay? And you may still have a little bit to go, but the reward is going to come, okay? And the reward is going to come, and I think you know the reward will come, okay? You know it. Wow. Cool. Okay. So let's see why we are seeing temperance here. Okay. Why are we seeing temperance? Okay. We have the Queen of Cups. So once again, we're very much being asked to tap into our emotions. Okay. Tap into our emotions and use what we feel to nurture ourselves during this time. We're not being asked to let it be overwhelming, because I do feel that you may be the type of person to really dig deep and have a good emotional intelligence. But I do also think you might be easily overwhelmed when things get hard, and that's it's okay. I get the same way. I feel you on that. But we're being asked to move forward in a balanced, moderate way, right? And drawing on the connections you have with people and creating deep relationships with your support system is going to help you when things get hard, because then you have part of that foundation that is secure, right? Because we've talked so much about having a balanced, sure foundation. Part of that is your support system. Part of that is the people that you trust and allow into your energy. Okay, so that's our Queen of Cups. and we also have the sun. So yeah, there's a lot of, if we don't really have the clarity just yet, it will come in soon. Um, yeah, it will come in soon. Okay, let's leave it there before I beat it into the ground here. Okay, let's clarify our magician card and see what it has to say for us. So clarifying the magician. Okay, clarifying the magician. Let's see here. Okay, so to clarify the magician, we're starting with the hermit. So it could be that we need to step away for a little bit. Step away for a little bit in order to gain the clarity and the resilience that we're looking for. Okay. That doesn't necessarily mean that we need to stay away forever. It doesn't necessarily mean that we need to stay away forever. It just means that we need to know that we need to know the intention behind why we're stepping back. Okay, and part of this is to discover our personal truths in that. So personal truths and how we use that to operate moving forward. Okay, so there's the hermit, and I hope that makes sense. Hermit, and we have the Ace of Swords. So in stepping back and in moving on, there is a new perspective to be gained on the situation. Okay, and I feel that this perspective has to do with feeling like you can't. Okay, whereas before you might not have felt confident, you might not have felt like you could do this work. Now you're at a point where it's you've done a lot of healing, you've done a lot of reflecting, you're still going through some things, and that's okay. But now you're at a point where it's like, you know what, this is hard, but I know I can do it. Okay, so there's the Ace of Swords. All right, so let's get into the rest of our tarot. This is going to be catered for you. If you have any, this is going to be catered to you. So whatever energy you're bringing to this reading, hopefully it will help you. Hopefully the rest of this will help you find something that resonates in it. Okay. All right. Let's see. What else do we need to see here? What else do we need to see? Okay. So, first card, we have the King of Wands. So, we're finally getting an authority over, again, the intensity of what we're feeling. And getting authority over the intensity of what we're feeling and why, maybe gaining an understanding of why we got here in the first place. No shade, because everybody goes through cycles, and this is part of yours. Okay. And so how we got here in the first place, and now understanding that and the intensity and how we got here. Okay. We're also seeing part of this as being a surrender of that control. And I like that we're getting the Hanged Man out in this reading because we have the Star as a repeat card. So there are going to be things that we don't know and that we can't control, and it would be difficult to try. Um, so yeah, so surrender some of that control and see things again. Also, we have the Ace of Swords coming out from the first part. There's a part of this perspective that we need to let go of. Again, we need to surrender. Okay, so there is the Hanged Man. All right. We also have the Tower. So things have we've gone through a lot of change. We've gone through a lot of crumbling. Things haven't been secure in the past. Okay, parts of our foundation have fallen off, but we have the means um, to repair what we've lost. Repair it. That doesn't mean just slap a band-aid over a crack. It means that we acknowledge where things might have gone a little awry in our lives, and we let those things go so we can rebuild and so we can rebuild and learn new lessons from those things. Okay, so that's the Tower, and that rebuilding process has come from surrendering control, surrendering perspectives that don't work, that don't serve us, right? Surrendering those perspectives and letting that be part of our understanding of how intensely we're feeling what we feel. Okay. So let's see some hidden energy and some clarifying energy. Our hidden energy is the Hierophant. So we also know what's right for us, what's right by us, and we're able to act on those things. Okay? And yeah, okay. There's the Hierophant. All right. And we also have Temperance. Again, this is a repeat card. So we're coming out, we're coming to our sense of balance and moderation by knowing what's right for us, knowing what we need to surrender and release, and allowing new inspiration and things to grow for us. Okay. All right. So let's see what else we need to see for our tarot, and then we will go into our bonus reading. Okay. So I hope this is helping you. I hope this is resonating in some way. Let's see your final tarot. All right. Here we go. Here we go. All right. So first card was this. We have the Ace of Cups, and I can't remember if this was a repeat card. But either way, there is a new opportunity to grow, specifically emotionally and specifically spiritually. Okay. There's been a big opportunity for all of this work to allow us to change. And judging by the fact that we have the Temperance card, meant to say the Tower card, but the Temperance card is important too because it's called upon our balance. we're going to do some growing. It's a new opportunity, and helping us to take that is the fact that we're stepping back to process, analyzing personal truths, and knowing that we can actually do that. We can actually do this work in a way that doesn't make us feel unsafe. Okay? So there's the Ace of Cups. Okay? Okay, we're getting the Ace of Wands coming out again here. So, again, there is a, there's a release. We're releasing ourselves from the mental traps that we put ourselves in. And we're going to release that arrow. Okay, I'm sorry, that is not the Eight of Swords. That is the Eight of Wands. We're releasing all of that. We're releasing ourselves from that mental prison. But the thing is, part of why we got there, I believe part of why we got there is the fact that we had so much coming at us all at once. Okay. And, it was too much to deal with right then and there. But now that we've taken some time to figure out the process we need to be under, now it's like, yeah, I get it now. I'm better able to process this. I believe I mentioned this before, but paying attention to our emotions during this time will also help as well. Okay. So there's the Eight of Wands. Okay. And we also have the Lovers. Okay. So yes, I'm going to go back to our Oracle energy all the way back. Because I do think this could be within a relationship. Someone has you feeling some kind of way. It could be platonic, it could be romantic. You know what that is. But I do think there is a choice to be made, especially within the situation, because again, you've been feeling a lot of things, and there's some emotions that are needing to be released during this time. Okay. So there's the Lovers. Okay. Let's see. Okay. Hidden energy. Okay. Well, like I said, pay attention. You have the Seven of Wands here. So there could be some checking you need to do for yourself and for whoever the other end of this relationship is. Okay. There could be some deception. There could be some ulterior motives. And that's specifically why I say please check yourself. Check yourself. Check, if something, okay, let me put it to you like this. If something doesn't feel right to you about this, that probably means it isn't. Okay. And again, you're gonna know what that feels like, and this is why I say definitely pay attention right now. Okay, because you do have a choice. You do have a choice of stay or go, communicate with this person or not. That's for you. But please be careful. Please watch yourself, and please watch the other person, the other end of this. Okay. So there's the Seven of Wands as our hidden energy. See, our clarifying energy, the Magician, is coming out again. Don't lose sight of your capability, and don't lose sight of your means of watching out for yourself. And ultimately, if this whole thing, if it doesn't go the way you expect it to, you have what it takes to release and let go. Okay? So that is it for the main portion of this reading. Let's get into our bonus reading and see what else we need to see. Okay? All right. So the first card we have coming out here is our Angel of Strength. We have, with patience and hope, Silver Shield blesses the soul with wisdom of winter, stillness and rest for sacred inner reorganization and success. Okay, I love the scroll work on that. That is so pretty. Anyway, so patience. Okay, we also have the Moonstone, find your natural rhythm. Okay, and we have simplifying your life. I cherish the simple pleasures of life. Okay, so there is a situation that is calling for strength and patience. There is there's going to be a period of reorganizing, and I'm hearing resurfacing for some reason. Ultimately, I think this part of it is about having the strength and having the patience to move things out of your space that disrupt your natural rhythm. Okay. Again, I'm going to show you the back on that. There's the tagline. But yeah, I think there's part of your situation that is going to require some reorganization, and that's what you're working on right now. For our bonus tarot, we have the Six of Pentacles. Okay, we have the Chariot. Okay, we have the Five of Pentacles. Interesting. And we have the Ten of Swords. Okay, yeah, there's some stuff that you need to simplify. You're carrying too much. You're carrying too much, and I think carrying too much in terms of potentially being in a lack mindset right now, and that's not where you want to be. And I'm saying it that way because you have your Chariot energy. You want to be clear about how you're moving forward. Okay, right now I don't feel necessarily sure that you know what the path is coming, what the path is going to look like for you, because in part you're kind of you're putting yourself out in the cold when you don't need to be. Okay, you do have helpers, and you do have people who love you and care for you and want to help you. Okay, I do think if that's something you're resonating with, I think that might be something that you need to swallow your pride over. And I'm calling myself out in that because there are some things that have I've gotten a little testy over. This reading isn't about me, but to give a life example, there's some things that I've needed to do that have not been comfortable, and I've had to ask for help on. People do care. People want to help. But you have to give them a chance to. And when you do give people the chance to help, then you'll start taking a number of things off your mind, right? This is also about pain and suffering and hurt and being hurt by others, okay? Which is probably how you've gotten to this Five of Pentacles energy. But, you know, it doesn't have to be. It doesn't have to be, because the longer you stay out in the cold, the further back you're going to be held, okay? So, that is it for this reading, guys. Thank you for tuning in. I really do hope this helped. Let me know in the comments if it did, and get in touch with me if you are, you know, if you're interested in seeing more. If you want to see more videos like this, let me know. You know which buttons to push. And I will see you very soon in the next video. I love you lots, guys. Stay safe. See you soon. Bye, everybody.